Hi, I'm Pablo Beldarrain, Global Head of Stratio Financial Services, and I'm here with me is Alfredo Blázquez. Alfredo Blázquez is the Global CDO of Santander PagoNext. Santander PagoNext is a new global digital platform of trade, services, and merchant. So international payments, import-export finance, and all the services. And only in 3 years, they have built more than 20 digital services globally for corporates, roll out in more than 10 countries, and they are generating more than 1 billion revenues, Alfredo, and they are more than 6,000 people. So this fantastic growth in business of PagoNext in Santander. Today, are you already doing generative AI solutions in Santander PagoNext, and how important is that for the future?
Yes, we need looking for a reduction of our cost. I think we identified some use cases regarding to reduce the cost of our operation. Okay, now it's working in different use cases regarding to provide an assistant to operator to accelerate the time of resolve the different questions regarding the data. Okay, and thing is a new paradigm. I think this is the new paradigm in terms of artificial intelligence. I previously worked with artificial intelligence. You know, everything know the difference model regarding to artificial intelligence, machine learning, something like that. This is totally different from my point of view. This is the future.
So it's going to reduce a lot the development cost, and it's going to give a lot of value to the business guys, being able to ask questions, not to the data. Then, how important, in order to the business guys to ask questions to the data with natural language and get the insights automatically, how important it is to develop a very good business ontology?
This is the key. For when you're working with generative AI, you must work in business ontology. I think this is the key. If you work very hard to define a very good business ontology, probably the generative AI work very good. This is key for us.
So when you have tried to use generative AI with technical schemas, did it work or not?
Work very good.
Very bad.
Yeah, but I think it's very important. Not only the skills of the person who work with generative AI is a new paradigm, because you need very well the business ontology to implement a new use cases. For that, you don't need to know what is the technical schema.
Correct.
You need define a very good business ontology, and you do the mapping through the technical schema with the business ontology.
Fantastic. Which is what you do with the Stratio.
Yeah, this is what
the
we do with
automatic
Stratio.
mapping to the technical schemas to use only the business ontology. Then, and how can you make it scalable? How do you industrialize? Because one thing is to do one use case and have anti-money laundering analysts making questions and resolving cases fast, but how do you plan to scale?
You know me very well. I have a obsession of industrialize of the data asset.
Yes.
I think the data asset is not industrialized, is not provide nothing. Okay. Well, when you define, for example, the question regarding to the generative AI like this, the result of this query you can industrialize totally immediately. You put in a dashboard, you reuse the query to the another processes. I think this is the key in order to accelerate the post-in production, the data active.
Fantastic.
Quickly.
So really, when you industrialize the generative AI, you are somehow democratizing data analytics to the business teams, because they can industrialize that. It's very interesting.
And the reuse of the data asset relation with generative AI. This is very, very interesting, I think.
So from 0 to 10, how important is generative AI for the strategy of PagoNext next 5 years?
10.
Thank you very much, Alfredo.
Thank you, Pablo.